Yo, people, welcome back to Gadget Studio. And as always, you know, it's Yoli Boy talking about Yoli Boy. As always, in the studio, it's another Let's Talk Live with Yoli Boy episode. Today, I bring one of my boss in the industry talking about DJIDEAL in the building.
What's up, Yoli Boy? How you doing?
Welcome, boss, man. Welcome, boss. This has been a while in the industry. Yeah, I'm so happy to have you in the studio today, sir. Man, I really enjoy the moment that I'm sharing this very big celebrative moment, sir. So you're welcome to our studio.
Thank you very much.
As a DJ, we want to know everything, the story, the struggles, the joy, and everything. Because I know one thing about DJs, you people don't sleep.
Definitely, we don't sleep.
You people are sleepless nights all day. So how is the struggle? What make you become a DJ? How? What's the passion like?
It's a very wonderful experience.
Okay.
First and foremost,
okay, sir,
is the love for music.
Definitely.
I've got mad love for music.
Yeah.
You know, growing up in the 80s.
Wow.
You understand?
Man.
The music was beautiful.
Okay.
You understand? We grew up in a neighborhood where everybody has a stereo playing songs in the Christmas period.
Definitely.
The Easter period.
Wow.
You see the stereo. They bring out their speakers, they play music. We dance to it.
Wow.
From dancing along the line, some of us decided that we were going to be maybe a musician, and some said, I'm going to be an actor.
Yeah, everybody
just be like... I know I have this passion that I always wanted to play music. I wasn't sure whether as an artist, a musician, but I was definitely sure I was going to play music.
Wow.
So growing up, I met a lot of DJs, especially GML.
Wow.
MC Grandmaster, big shout out to my godfather. Big shout out,
senior bro.
Yeah. I met him and that was it. I just knew where I was going and I knew that the DJ industry definitely is where I belong. So I just got into it. Before you know it, start moving from one level to another,
shows to shows,
level to another,
club to club.
No, it wasn't just easy like that. You know? You have to start the learning process. From the learning process, you have to be able to compile your songs, compile your playlists. You know, those days we were using records. It's LP. We have this big crate. Big crate.
Wow.
You will see close to 150 records. You understand? As we are playing, you are changing from one record to another. You are changing. There was no internet then.
Man, like it's not like now that you just change your clips from computer. Like you're just manually. Oh, man.
You were using your B3 turntable. The cartridge is there. If the pin got broken, there are 2-3 other boys standing by the side. They'll bring the pin. You change. You understand? You move from one record to another, from one record to another. Just like that for the party to rock and be lit.
Now, let's talk about the gig. Like, okay, when you get to a party, you know we have different settings. It can be wedding, birthday party, music shows, concert. How do you figure out this audience is maybe this kind of song is going to fit into this audience? Like, is it something you test or is something that when you see, you know based on how they dress or stuff like that?
You know, like, as a DJ, when you go to the party, first and foremost, you got to know your audience. Yeah. You know your audience. You talk to your client. Wow. You want to know the nature of the party.
I see that.
You want to know the venue of the party. You want to know the size of the party. Wow. So you know when you're coming with this amount of equipment to cover the atmosphere. And secondly, you know the crowd that you're playing for. And when you enter, you start playing, you'll be looking at them. First, you start by playing some mellow tunes, songs like get them moving their heads, side to side, nodding their head,
you observe,
bobbing their feet. You understand? Before you know
I feel you, bro.
You start picking them from this level to the next level.
Before they know they are jumping up and down.
The club is on fire.
That's DJIDEAL.
Yes.
I can see the experience flowing in your speech. Now let's get back to the DJ struggle.
Yeah.
What do you think is the hardest part of DJing? Like being a DJ, the most hardest struggle you ever seen or thing is part of it?
There's a lot of struggle being a DJ. It's not easy, especially being in this part of the world.
Okay.
You know, things is not easy, and very few people will encourage you.
I see that.
You understand? A lot of DJs are going through a lot of challenges based on getting their equipment. Things are very expensive.
Especially
when I was growing up, I bought 2 turntables, and I bought it with hard-earned money, but it wasn't as much as it is now.
Wow.
But if you change the currency from that time to now, it's a lot of money.
Like 10 times.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. But as at that time, we were able to afford the turntable, and the record doesn't come cheap. You need to buy one record for as much as 5,000, 6,000, 10,000, just one LP. You understand? So now, and this generation, is more difficult. Speakers are very expensive. Equipments are going higher.
I feel that.
And at the same time, club owners don't really give DJs, you know, the normal due respects.
Yeah.
You understand? They don't know that without the DJ, there's no party.
No dance.
There's no party. When I say no party, you can buy your drinks, you can have the beautiful ladies coming, you can have the beautiful environment.
The lighting.
Yeah, but when the DJ is not there,
something is missing.
Definitely something is missing.
People won't stay long in the club.
Yeah, and you know, there's something about us that when we come correct. We don't stop.
I see that. I noticed that.
You understand? We like making sure that the place is up and doing and everybody's dancing. But in return, we don't get the proper recognition that we are getting. You know, and sometimes it affects the performance of a DJ. When you don't treat your DJ
right, encouragement,
you're saying the right word. You don't get them to do and to put in their best. It's very difficult at this point in time. A lot of DJs are finding it very difficult to survive. The gigs don't come as they used to come before because of the economic situation. But one way or the other, DJs are still working hard, they're still striving, and they are surviving. They're surviving.
Okay, let me get to this funny question, though.
Yeah.
You know, you've been around since when the analog, no computers. You know, you have to be thinking of how to pass this to this time. What can you say you notice is the change? And how do you cope from being with manual? Now we have automated systems, computers. Like, do you feel it's more of advantage or disadvantage? And how do you cope transferring yourself from the old age to this age and meshing with the new generation?
That's why we are professionals.
I feel that.
That's why we are professionals.
Respect to DJIDEAL. I love this answer.
We are called to do the job.
Yeah.
Whatever situation we find ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a lot difference then.
I see
now,
that, yeah.
But now, we just like, we're blending in. We're blending in.
Just upgrade and
at first, it started with the CD players.
Okay.
The CD players, all of a sudden, the CD players went off. Now we start getting songs through the internet. We start downloading songs. And you know, this generation of songs, they have very, very fast-paced songs.
Definitely.
They have songs that keep the club banging.
Vibing.
You know, the Amapiano, the Afro
energy
beats.
songs.
Thank you. The high energy songs.
Whoa.
And in our profession, age is nothing.
I feel you on that.
It's experience. That's the most beautiful thing.
That is life experience.
I go to a gig where some of my clients, they are under my age.
Okay.
But looking at them, I know what they want. I'm moving with the trend. That's another thing.
Move with the trend.
Yes. As a DJ, what we do is that we listen to songs, we download songs. We are always on the internet.
Definitely.
We are always on, watching programs that has brand new songs, listening to new songs every now and then.
Wow.
So when we go to parties, it's as if I'm a surgeon.
You already know what's going on the street.
I'm a surgeon. I'm carrying out an operation. I'll just be
experimenting up and down, like
in the right places, the right stitches, the right everything. Before you know it,
everywhere is on fire.
That's how it is.
Wow, that's DJIDEAL. Let's go back to your first gig back then. When you finished your learning process, your boss is like, you're going to handle this show.
Whoa.
How was it like being your first DJing on stage and you're watching?
Man, it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny, Luckily for me, my first gig was in my environment.
Okay.
You understand? There were two type of audience that were there.
Okay.
One were rooting for me. The other ones want to see what I can do.
Okay, the
you understand?
That's how let's go see what DJIDEAL do. He says he's the DJ.
Out of every other thing, he say, hey, that DJ you want to do.
Okay.
You understand? You want to be a DJ? I say, no problem. You understand? I did it.
Wow.
And by the special grace of God, it was successful. You understand? Before you know, gig after gig. And I did a lot of free shows. I did a lot of free shows. If any of my friends, you're having a birthday, I was okay, I'm playing. That was my own contribution.
Just to create that market.
Yes.
Let people know
and at the same time,
name.
to build my boldness with the crowd.
That's the experience.
To build my experience, my boldness with the crowd. Before you know it, I'm doing gig outside Lagos. Even my dad said, out of all his kids, all his children, say I'm the most traveled.
If we talk of the DJing stuff, now, what mistakes do you see upcoming DJs make, like recent DJs, you know, based on your experience? When they're starting out, you feel like, oh, this kid is making a big mistake. Like, what is the mistake you see them make most of the time?
Most of them, the mistake they make is that some of them don't want to be tutored.
Wow.
They don't want to learn.
I see that.
They just want to go into the field and start playing music. There's a lot to this DJ business. There's a lot to it. There's a lot you need to learn as an upcoming DJ.
Wow.
First, you need to have somebody to mentor you.
Teach you the in and out, how to, you know, hype the crowd, how to start it out, the morals.
Somebody need to mentor you, and at the same time, you need to know the various genres of songs. Most of them, take them outside a piano, they don't know what to play.
Boom, 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 boom.
You understand? Take them
R&B.
outside Afrobeat, they don't know what to.
I noticed that in most DJs.
But when you know the different genres of songs and you practice, you learn, definitely in any situation and any event you find yourself at all time, you'll be able to blend in. You'll be able to find a way whereby it won't look as if you are a stranger. If you put me anywhere, anytime, any day, I'll play any kind of song you want.
Now, let me come back to the stage experience. Like, being a DJ, you've been in DJ for long. And artists, most especially Afrobeat artists, have been dropping hits. Now, can you give me 3 songs that made you be like, in your DJ experience, that song that once people just get that, you know, every song have its introduction. The 3 most hyped song, like, get the song, that get the crowd hype out, immediately they get the sound, like, in your whole career from the 80s to today. Can you just break them out to 3?
I'll give you the ones that I grew up with.
Yeah,
with these ones now. I don't want to take side. Because whenever I say now, they might say, hey, this guy.
Okay.
In the 80s, we had more of the music coming from America. The Whispers, the Commodores, the Shalamar. You understand? They were definitely killing it. Then along the line, the Bobby Brown, they start coming in. The Ushers. I'm going straight to the 90s to the 2000s.
I get
you understand? Then the Nigerian songs, the Afrobeat, took a different turnaround from the Junior and Pretty Busy Boys. Those were the first people, the pioneers of Afrobeat then. You understand?
I feel you.
Legendary. Fela paved the way.
And then branded
the way. But now, this generation, so far, so good. This is the generation on top.
Of hits.
Because it's back to back.
Every week is
it's not the
competition.
It's Wizkid. If it's not Wizkid, it's Bona. If it's
like
not Bona,
some upcoming artists are even killing it.
If it's not Rema, it's Olamide.
What?
They are doing it.
Like every week is just a banger.
I've got a link where I get 5 recent release songs every week. I get it every week. The message will just pop up on my phone. 5 recent release songs every week.
And it is hot.
If I should tell you the ones that just came out this week, my brother, you will shout. And they are hits.
Wow, that's the competition of Afrobeat. Afrobeat is really, really on fire.
Honestly.
And the upcoming artists, the rave of the moment, the older, like everybody is just giving out their best.
Nigeria now is the entertainment center of the world.
I feel that.
When it comes to music,
I really believe that.
There was one point in time, you understand, we were bringing artists from abroad to come and perform in Nigeria. Now Nigerian artists have been taken
out like it's true, it's a new era
of the country to go and perform. And they are shutting down stadiums, they are shutting down arenas. You will not believe. Even MJ, if he was alive, he will be definitely surprised what we're doing.
Like, I feel that. And now when we talk of another part of your industry before we go, now what do you think is the way out for DJs? Looking at the total demand in the market, like, is there anything you feel like maybe DJs should start doing? Like, maybe we should introduce this into our system to make it better. Is there any idea or anything you're thinking that is going to help you people to move to the next level?
We have an association where DJs, we come together.
Yeah.
We share ideas. It's called DJIDEAL.
Yeah,
DJ Association of Nigeria. Wow. It's called DJIDEAL. The chairman is my very close friend. The chairman of the Lagos State chapter is my very, very close friend.
Okay.
Big shout out to DJ Roland.
Big shout out DJ Roland, man. Boss, we say hi out.
And his team, they are wonderful.
Wow.
DJ Vinny, a lot of them, they are wonderful.
Yeah.
There's so many things going on. First and foremost, we need to come together.
Okay.
We need to have an understanding as a DJ. Then secondly, we need to more work hard to make sure that this profession don't just die like every other common profession, because it's a special one.
I feel that it's necessary in the entertainment, very necessary.
It's a special profession. Being a DJ is a very special thing. You understand? When someone is down, I've been to an event where you look at the environment, some of them are moody.
Yeah, I feel that.
But immediately the DJ start playing,
it changed the mood.
Good. We need to realize who we are. We need to come together, work hard, put ourselves on that level where they will respect us and they regard us, and definitely we will get the needed and the acquired respect and acknowledgement that we need.
I feel you on that
in the entertainment industry.
I feel you on that one.
Yeah.
Now, like, let's come back to your advice to your younger ones who are looking up to DJs, and what should they know about the career briefly before we go?
To those aspiring to be DJs, I'll say first and foremost, you need to get somebody as a mentor that will train you, and you need to be level-headed, because sometimes this generation, they get carried away with so many things.
Shortcuts.
Yes. There's no shortcut in success. You need to follow the due process, and definitely you will get there. You need to calm down, learn the job, be steady, be hardworking, be dedicated, and be prayerful. And the sky is your limit.
Wow, that is DJIDEAL to the upcoming DJs. Now, what should people expect from DJIDEAL? Anything big? Anything special?
Wow. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but I'll just throw a teaser.
I get that.
When you come to the level and the age that I've been in the DJ industry, the next thing you need to do is to get yourself on a higher level.
Definitely.
And that higher level is when you start seeing yourself as a DJ that has a record, that has an LP out there.
I get that.
You understand?
Yeah.
I'm working on something. I'm going to use 2 artists.
Wow.
Like I told you before.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a known artist and I'm going to use an unknown artist. And the unknown artist is the joker there. I'm going to work on him. Then series of shows coming up.
I feel that.
Coming up.
So definitely. People, that is DJIDEAL.
Yes, bro.
The godfather I've ever seen in the music industry that broke everything. You had it all. And please, if you're an upcoming DJ, make sure you're humble and listen.
Yes.
And for artists out there, you better get yourself back in the studio, because DJ Ideal is going to raise another kid right now.
Yes.
He is big in the industry. He's known all these big shots. It's your time. And boss, I say thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for this big privilege. We appreciate the moment. We hope anytime we want you, you're going to come again.
Definitely, I'll come
and you
again.
can also, at any time, search out DJ IDEAL online. He's on Facebook, right? You're on Facebook, on Instagram, on X, and you can
TikTok too.
On TikTok. That's just it. So you can go shout out. And hey, don't forget your comment and whatever you feel. Share the video to a friend. Thank you for coming, sir.
Thank you very much.
It's Yoli Boy, DJ IDEAL signing now.
Yes.
Thank you all. Bye.
Bye. Peace.